Alright, stream live. How's the audio? Alright. Fixed my mic before this, so, you know. Anyhow, what's going on, guys? Lord Esquire here. If you're not on my Discord, you don't know I have been out sick with the flu, not corona. Not that paranoid. Please don't be paranoid here. With the flu. And so I've just kind of been sick, kind of been lazy, kind of been just tired in general. Today, feeling pretty nice now. I was a little bit yesterday too, but I want to make sure, so I'm streaming today instead. But I'm definitely feeling a lot better. Sniffling's gone. I'm not drowsy, all the good shit. So, anyhow, um, we're gonna be doing some Stellaris, some Star Trek Stellaris, because I've realized streaming Arma all the time, although I do want that to be my main game, is not going to be working out for me if I'm trying to build up a community. I need to reach out to other games. I need to reach out to other like communities, other stuff like that. So I'm going to start out with Stellaris, RimWorld. I'm going to try and get a community in the RTS or turn-based type games, but I'm still also going to be doing Arma on like weekends for our unit operations with the 505th. So that's the plans going forward for the time being. And we'll see how that works out. I have a few other things I want to try and mind, like certain mods for certain games. Like I want to play Resident Evil 2 up here. I want to play this. And as you can see, I've gone through it a lot. I've done a lot of things, including clearing the game without opening the item box. Very annoying, but I did that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a mod on that one. And what the mod is that I'm going to be using is the first person mod. So I'm basically going to go through the whole game with a different perspective, with the first person perspective, and see if that's funner, if people want to watch that kind of stuff. And in general, see if I'm having fun playing that kind of stuff. So with that in mind, though, GTFO has a new rundown starting next week. The 31st, so on Monday, I think that is. Tuesday. So on Tuesday, we're going to go ahead and start doing those rundowns again. So that's the plans for now. Stellaris already running because I wanted to have it all loaded up. Well, not all loaded up. I still need to start the game, or start the new game. But yeah. Let's go and hop into that. Oh, you know what? I turned down the audio because Stellaris is super fucking loud right now. There we go. And for whatever reason, it's doing the pip thing, isn't it? Yeah. I have no idea why it keeps doing that. Let me see. Where is our... There's our display capture. Let's get rid of that. And let's set this up for Stellaris. There we go. And if I go back into the game... Hey! Okay. Okay, let's pop over to the stream on the... Cool. Looks like it's running good now. Bitrate, everything looks fine. Alright then. Got myself a cup of OJ and we're gonna go ahead and start new game. United Earth Federation. Or, well, it's just Human United Earth right now. So, just to be clear, I do not actually have the Federation's mod or the DLC for that right now. There's a few things that I want to get, a few games I want to get, a few games I want to stream. Unfortunately, at this time, being laid off from work, having the coronavirus out right now where no one's hiring because they're paranoid, scared. I just don't have work right now, so I can't just buy a bunch of shit. Unfortunately. But, stuff for the future. We'll worry about that later. So in the meantime, we'll just do this and see how it works out. I have played this one other time, the Star Trek mod here. It didn't work out too well. I made a very bad decision, and I was not prepared for the consequences, and so I ended up losing my planet very early on. So, anyone that hasn't played this mod, it isn't just like a overhaul of like the ships or the UI or anything like that. It has its own stories to it based on the Star Trek universe. So the whole Xindi incident, the whole Q, and basically the early stages of the Federation, the rebellion with the humanity basically becoming super xenophobic. That happens, and I got overrun by that xenophobic fleet because I was not prepared for it. I had not built up my forces. That was my bad. So I was on top of the research. I just didn't have the ships to combat them. So, not to mention our flagship is an exploration vessel and is not a combat vessel. So while it had the biggest attack in my fleet, it was not something that I could just add to my fight and just send him on his way. I actually had to micromanage him into the zone, have him fight people because he could not escape. It was stupid. So, but yeah. I dropped this down to 0.75 so that way we can get it going a lot quicker. So that way we're not just sitting here forever. But we'll see how that goes, if I want to reduce that, if I want to increase that for next playthrough. Habitable world 1.5 times, so that way we have more places to colonize, more resources, stuff like that, again, to help us out. And then victory year, I just have that turned off because I want the victory to be either total domination, if it comes to that, or complete Federacy, which I'm going for. I'm playing United Earth. I'm trying to go for that role. If I try to go for world domination, I'm going to go as Klingons or Cardassians or Romulans or something like that. I don't remember that saying. As appealing as that sounds, I'm a doctor, not a dragon slayer. I don't remember that in Voyager, and I just recently rewatched Voyager. That might have been during the Beowulf episode, but I don't remember that one. Alright then. I'm sure you all know the story, but we'll just read through it anyways. The specter of war has followed humanity for centuries, culminating in the Third World War in 2053. Emerging from this post-atomic horror, the people of Earth struggled to survive until the scientist Zephram Cochrane successfully drew the attention of the Vulcan science vessel Taplana Hoth. I never actually read that one or heard that vessel, so I have no idea how that's pronounced. A decade later, following almost a century of Vulcan patronage, the people of Earth are ready to take their first steps into the great unknown. To seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before. And then a quote, the potential to make yourself a better man, that is what it is to be human, to make yourself more than you are. Jean-Luc Picard. So, but yeah, we're a federal republic, ethics, Basically, faction improvements, utopian people, xenophiles, so we definitely love other aliens, or definitely sticking out other aliens, which definitely matches up. Pacifists, yes and no. I wouldn't say that we're pacifist, that humanity is pacifist culture, but it's definitely a anti-war culture, so I guess this is as close as that they can get to. Drive for self-improvement, definitely. Spirit of exploration, definitely. I'm pretty sure those are two things that are added from the mod, though. Earth, class M. I like how they added those classes. Human, temperate world preference, natural psychologists, charismatic. So yeah, temperate worlds, torrid worlds, polar worlds. We have increase on. Society research we have increase on, and amenity jobs we get an increase on. So we're just gonna do the recommended. 100% of the empires in the Star Trek universe, we're gonna take all of them instead of having these ones which are severely reduced. So we're just gonna have everything. So here's our little start out. Let's get our research going before anything. Ooh, we can already unlock the next warp drive. Let's go ahead and do that. Colony ship, yes please, and export resource. Cool. So we'll start out with those. Envoys. I don't know why I don't have one of those yet, but we'll worry about that in a minute. Anything that I need right now, food and alloys. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna have the means to do any of that. No, alloy foundry, I need more minerals. Food on here, that's going to require 100 more minerals there, or 50 gases and 100 more minerals. So yeah, we're not going to be able to build anything right now, including Mars. So anyone that's watched the show, this is what I died to, the Mars Rebellion. I got my ass handed to me because I did not have the fleet size to deal with it. We're going to try and change that. Basically, I just need to get these guys to a 1K fleet size, and then they'll be able to deal with it. On top of that, so. Let's go over to our ships and look at that real quick. Oh, you know what? There was policies. Could have sworn there was one thing on here that I wanted to change. No, I guess not. Whatever. Edicts, traditions. I think we're gonna go with discovery. Or is it frontier? Unique life forms, biomes, federation, harmony, diversity, diplomacy. Stability, monthly unity, and happiness. Stability. Ambassadors. There we go. We need to get on Federation so that way we can get more ambassadors. Okay. So we need to go down the Federation tree. And then ship designer. The ships that we're starting out with right here. The Emmett class frigate. Cute little thing. Our construction ships. And our science vessels. So. Do I not have any secondary hull? No, I have this. That's tracking. Yeah, we'll put that on. There we go. Save. Override. Yes. Okay. So, And then that means I need to upgrade these two, so I'll go ahead and set that up. Science ships. We're actually going to swap this science vessel out for our very own Jonathan Archer, who is always available. So, I'm going to try and stick to the story as much as possible. This is what's going to have to happen. Basically, when the Xindi attack later on, it's going to automatically pick who they think the best person is for the job, and they're going to pick from the scientists because it becomes a civilian ship and not a military ship for whatever reason. So, sticking to that, we need to make sure that the best person is Jonathan Archer, and so we're going to send him out. Gonna spend 200 energy just for that, so. And in the shipyards, we'll get to this stuff later. We don't really have very much to put on there. I'll put a naval depot or something, but we want to get us another science ship, and we'll send the other one out as well. But first, I would very much like to. Where is our science vessel? There you are. Let's make a connection over here with these guys, with the Vulcans. And then the other science ship will start up going out this way. So. Is there something on there that I don't have? What's this?
Allow me to introduce. Did
Go
we
wake you.
really have to?
Go wake you. We'll also speed this up to fast and go off of that. Because again, I don't want this to take forever. We do want to get to the show at some point. To the show arcs at some point.
Initiating communications.
Exceptions, or they will
Integration pact
challenge
with the
you.
Vulcans. So we're just going to get a lot of those from the Vulcans. The one that we're going to deny instantly is going to be the Federation offer with the Vulcans. The main reason for that one is last time when I did that, we had a huge
Initiating
conflict between
communications.
edicts
Be accepted to find peace.
because for whatever reason they're militarists. I don't know why the Vulcans are not militarists.
Ships upgraded.
But it kind of makes sense with the flow of the show. So they're gonna have that
Initiating
whole.
communications.
He's unimportant.
God damn it!
Live long and prosper.
Commercial pact. Okay. Let's pause this so that way it doesn't do that again. Basically, they go through that whole reform episode or series, so we're just gonna wait for that reform to happen, so that way they're no longer the militarists that are conflicting with us in the Federation. So itchy. I got bug bites on me. I don't know. I do not know where they're coming from. So, but that's as far as I've gotten. I've only gotten to a Federation with the Vulcans, and that's it. Oh, cool. Let's assign you. And I'm gonna have you go up here and start surveying these planets up here. And that should keep them busy until we get ourselves the auto exploration. Hopefully. I'm gonna need you to come over here to Wolf 359. And let's give you an admiral. Emergency FTL.
Log updated.
Evasion sublight speed and yeah, we'll give him evasion and sublight speed. Go ahead, Admiral. We don't have the music in the background.
Survey
so
complete.
and that's exactly why I want the construction ship over there, because Wolf 359 is not that big. Lacking resources. Of course we are. Do we have enough for an alloy foundry? Yes, we do. Okay, and then we need to get some food and some energy going as well. So let's go ahead and...
Technology discovered.
Now I do. Do research. Let's see. Adjust the economic... Adjust the... Oh, allows adjustment of the economic policy across the world. Okay. I'm going to micromanage, so that doesn't really matter too much. Leadership costs, educational reforms, leadership experience gain. Let's get engineering stations for our ships. Shipyard, starbase. Naval depot, naval capacity. Energy weaponry. We're not going to make this one into a trading outpost. Though we probably should go with some armor plating or some energy weapons. Something to kind of help us out with some fighting. Trade protection. Defend, and then armor plates. Armor hit point rating plus 15%. That's not bad, actually. Yeah, we'll just stick to naval depot. Hopefully, if I do this right, we'll have enough of a fleet size to defend our sol system. So, god damn. So, situation log, cool. Habitable worlds to survey. We'll definitely do that. Do we have enough now? No, how much? We're lacking 43. For whatever reason, the building takes forever in this, so that's gonna be one of the slow parts, but yeah. Hydroponics district, please. Actually, can I get a city district? Because I'm pretty sure we're low on housing. Oh no, we have 6 housing right now. But we also have 6 population. Oh no, that's 6 available housing. Yeah, okay.
Anomaly detected.
Well, research that shit. Quarters, we already have that. That just bugs me having those icons there. Again, we'll worry about it later though. Unemployment, that'll be fixed. Agricultural district. Oh, the other ally foundry went over there. Okay.
Technology discovered.
Cool. What do we have? Torpedo warhead damage. Cool. Resource exploits. Resource exploit. Cool. Resource exploit. Beam weapon damage. What is that resource? Telonian, huh? Telonian crystals. Just to the volatile weapon. Weaponized nature, trade with the crystals often banned by lesser races. This teaches you to choose between 2 specialization paths to obtain next stage thrusters. Oh, cool. Yeah, let's do that. Hopefully I don't do something similar to what I did
Construction complete.
last time, where I just sat there on pause forever. Oh, cool. We have enough. Build us an outpost. Oh, where is contacts? Vulcans.
Live long and prosper.
You know what? No, I'm not gonna do it with the Vulcans. Oh, you know what? Yeah, no, I'm gonna do it with the Andorians. Because I'm not gonna join the Federation with the Vulcans just yet anyways. Last time I did that, I needed my
Technology
ambassador on them.
discovered.
Because they were being a bitch. Oh, right, I'm gonna read all those, aren't I? Oh, my bad. Life support, crew bunks, main engineering console. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, that's already disappeared. Oh well. My bad. I'll read the next ones that pop up. Everything except for the technologies. Yeah, we're getting Wolf 359, so that's nice. The Xindi up here in the Delphic expansion should be building their probe, and that should be coming towards us any second now. Or, not any second, but like within the next
Technology
like 20, 30
discovered.
minutes. Sweet. Automatic exploration, perfect.
Construction complete. Survey complete.
Landing station, please.
Initiating
The inevitable
communications.
must be accepted
Defensive
to find
pact.
peace.
Sure, go for it. We're not going to be very much help to the Vulcans, but hey. At least not until the Andorian Civil War. Which I'm not entirely sure, or not the Andorian Civil War, the war between Andoria and Vulcan. Yeah, this has a hole in it. Sitting here playing with it, wondering what the hell that is. There's a hole in it that freaking handle the cup. And it may seem choppy on the stream, but that is literally just the game. The mod is kind of a pain in the ass. So, we'll do what we can to get it to keep running smoothly, but I fully
Construction
expect it to have
complete.
some issues. Wolf 359. Nice. You go over here, build an outpost over there, please. And unlike in the base game, the different jump drives, the warp drives in this, definitely, it's definitely visible, the upgrades. While in command of the Third Fleet, Admiral Lucas Schultz has learned to carefully nurse his supplies to significantly reduce ship operating costs. Nice. So that should help anyone in his fleet. That should really help him out. Mining station. And here's this. Even though technically this station should not exist like this until the Federation exists. But, you know, well, we're letting that one slide because we need some kind of space station. There's our later ships. This is the closest I can get to them. They're super fucking tiny. Oh, I selected. Okay. Let's get you guys out of there so that way I can differentiate you. Look at them. They're like little flies. I'm gonna wait till we get our next ship class, and then I'll reinforce them. Oh, you guys, construction ship.
Technology discovered.
Sweet. What do we got? Cool. Consoles. Diplomacy or slavery. Just get that out of the way.
Anomaly detected.
Passive, aggressive, no. Passive. Orbital bombardment. And there's nothing else there. Trade embargo, huh? Oh,
Initiating
Nothing values
communications.
is unimportant.
form coalition. No, we are not going to form a coalition this early.
Technology discovered.
Propulsion technology breakthrough. Okay, this first then. Silent enemy after a day in orbit of Shahar, with no progress in locating the source of the unusual subspace readings. Jonathan Archer prepares to give the order to move on to the USS Franklin's next survey target. Moments later, the ship's sensors detect a surge in subspace activity, followed by the appearance of an alien ship off the port bow. Calling the vessel proves fruitless, and after several minutes of silent confrontation, the ship warps away. Leave orbit. We do not want a confrontation. Prime Minister Nathan Samuels. My name is Gary. Oh, I guess we're Nathan Samuels. My name is Gary McLaughlin, and I've been leading a team researching advanced propulsion technologies. I'm pleased to announce that we've made substantial breakthroughs, offering us a number of potential applications to pursue. Let us know which of the following avenues you wish to develop. High energy, low temperature. As you know, recently we've had several breakthroughs in propulsion technology theory and design. There's no technology in that sentence, but whatever. Including maneuvering thrusters as well as maintain sublight engine units. Oh, main sublight engine unit. We must now ask to make a decision between two technology paths. High energy impulse thrusters. By selecting this specialization, we order our scientists to focus their energies on developing thrusters and engines that produce the maximum amount of possible acceleration at the expense of everything else. The results are some of the fastest ships in the fleet. Your ships could close the distance to enemies quite quickly, however they will not be as nimble. Yikes. Sacrificing speed for the sake of lower emission signatures and power consumption, this path of thrusters allows ships a decent speed while being able to evade enemy sensors. Ships equipped with these engines would be more expensive and slower, but they will enjoy slightly higher evasion chances due to their smaller energy signatures. Both of them have some good ups and downs. The biggest factor right now is going to be cost, because I do not have a high production. So the high energy impulse thrusters definitely sound like the better option right now.
Technology discovered.
God damn it. The USS Franklin leaves orbit several light minutes away from Shahar. Ship sensors detect another surge in subspace activity on the opposite side of Shahar. Arriving at the coordinates, the vessel appears to be attempting to widen the subspace disturbance through a tachyon emission of unknown nature. However, as the USS Franklin draws nearer to the emissions are cut, the vessel raises its shield and powers up what appears to be weapon systems. See if we can help them. The USS Franklin communication officer repeats on all frequencies hails of the alien vessel. The bridge crew awaits a response in tense silence, with only the hum of the ship's engines in the background. An alert chimes. Transport beams from the alien vessel has been detected from the ships, and weapon fire warnings have triggered across a number of decks. At the same time, the enemy vessel has warped away. The boarding action apparently a distraction. Repel the boarders. Yes, please. Security teams assembled throughout key sections of the ship, and beam rifles in hand. The beam rifles? There shouldn't be any beam rifles yet. The sound of the enemy disruptors' weapons ring through the corridors, while crew reports their own stun settings as being ineffective. The tactical officer moves through the Franklin deck by deck with a team of combat veteran officers, pushing the boarders back further and further until the last they are bottled in around the main cargo bay. Captain Jonathan Archer used the intercom to demand the aliens surrender, but they either do not understand or refuse to accept. The remaining boarders, 5 in total, appear to converse briefly before collectively firing their weapons at the cargo bay doors. The air in the cargo bay is pushed into space, along with the remaining boarders and a large contingent of security personnel. Oh shit. Emergency force fields are put into place around the section, and the ship is secured as engineering teams collect various pieces of discarded alien weaponry and equipment. Several items are rigged to self-destruct, and 5 technicians are killed attempting to place them in storage. Very unfortunate indeed. Next stage thrusters, what's new? Light cruisers, well, that's what we were waiting for. Oh, whoops. Alright, you're doing that. And this is our Archer, yep. Level 2, she's still level 1, yep. So he should definitely be chosen. Cool. He will become the chosen one. Wow, our frames just dipped, didn't it? Holy shit. How long until that technology is finished for the new ships? Oh, automatic exploration is coming on. 8 months. Cool. Through hard work and experience, Prime Minister Nathan Samuels has developed new skills. Besides ship build cost and nominally research speed, mining station output, mining station build cost, nice. Leader level cap, cool.
Technology discovered.
Okay, as our ship scans on the surface of Alpha 6, it becomes quite clear that we have found something out of the ordinary. Alpha 6 has conditions unlike anything we've ever seen before. We will surely come across even more irregularities like this as we survey new planets, and should not underestimate their impact on our expansion. Cool. Automatic exploration. Protein fabricators, that's going to help with our economy, so we're going to go with that one. Where is automatic exploration? Automatic exploration. Go for it. I wonder if we get transwarp. I haven't gotten that far, so I'm very curious to see if we get some transwarp.
Construction complete.
Utilities.
Technology discovered.
Xeno Relation Technology Prime Minister Nathan Samuels. My name is Cabello. Whatever the fuck that name is. Holy shit. And I've been leading the team researching advanced studies into non-human behavioral trends. I'm pleased to announce that we've made a substantial breakthrough, offering us a number of potential applications to pursue. Oh yeah. So this one is a bit tricky. Not in our case, but it can be later. Basically, if you're part of one of the groups that's going for the United Federation of Planets, you're going to be forced to get this one, the Adaptive Lingua Code Translator. If you're part of something like the Klingons or the Romulans, you're going to get the slave labor. You don't really have a choice in the matter. So, but yeah, later on, this is basically going to choose kind of what your Federation is going to transpire into.
Technology discovered.
Research diplomacy, cool. Supply upkeep minus 50%. Yes, please. Alright. Yeah, one of my friends just called. I'm guessing they want me to play Warzone with them. I'm gonna let them know that that's not possible right now. And we'll keep playing this for a few hours. A couple hours. So, okay. Oh, cool, we finally got that. Let's go ahead and start building those mining stations, please. Cool, we got some energy resources, we got minerals, and we're getting up there in the food. 15,000 to store, cool. I don't have to really change that. Okay.
Construction complete.
Yeah, they're literally just telling me, yeah, just come over, just stream this game, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, that kind of goes against the plan right now, so it's not an option. Move here. Oh, shit, we have Super Serious down here. Move here. Did we get our new ships yet? No, we have not. Okay. We got any new thrusters? We got Mako's there. We can update that. Sub-impulse thrusters, what the hell? Base ship speed minus 50%. Wait, what? Combat slowdown, whilst in combat, speed is reduced to improve maneuverability and weapons targeting. Built upon operating principles of fusion thrusters, combines plasma from the fusion reactor with high energy plasma from the warp core. By expelling this plasma mix with complex redesigned exhaust manifolds, the maximum sublight speed achievable is noticeably increased. Okay, so this is what they were talking about, basically, if we wanted more maneuverability, if we wanted more speed. So that's minus maneuverability speed and increased speed for sublight. Okay. That makes sense. Oh no, that's... No, okay. Effect on hostile ships is minus 50%. Everything else is increased for us. Okay. Yeah, so we'll just go with that. I just misread that. Surfing ships, science ships, we're gonna get them the increased sublight as well. So that's gonna come in handy. So.
Technology discovered.
Sorry about that. I don't mean to be texting. Oh, cool.
Survey complete.
An X class, huh? I don't think I should have that yet. This is gonna kick off the whole Xindi thing, isn't it? We'll start it. We'll start it. Screw it. We'll set it off. Let's go over to ship designer and get our light cruiser all set up. Fusion warheads. Same thing, except for these ones have more damage. Go some fusion warheads, secondary hull, APS conduits, sure, why not? Accuracy, tracking, chance to evade, warp speed, and tracking. Yeah, so we'll get science station. Additional bulkheads, disengagement chance, and this is daily hull regeneration. We'll give them this. And we don't have anything else other than those pulse cannons, unfortunately. Human crew. Increase. A design of that name already exists on another ship. Yeah, no shit. Let me overwrite it, please. Ugh. You know what, screw it. And this is our Esquire ship. And we're gonna delete this Intrepid. Delete. We'll give you a science station. Save, yes. And this is survey stuff, yeah, so put that on. Save. Let's go to Fleet Manager. And we are going to be adding a ship. And add these light cruisers. Okay. And that'll take care of that. 144. 80. Okay. 27 dilithium. Reinforce. And upgrade. God damn. So itchy. I need to put some like anti-itch cream on or something. My arms are getting itchy again. What's this? Peter is getting to level. I'm guessing that's our scientist. Yeah. Archer, he should be getting another level here soon. Hopefully very soon. $40 more, huh? Monthly gain 1.87. Eee. So nasty. Can be increased by winning the support of factions in our empire, declaring other empires your rivals. Yeah, so expansion is going to be a little slow right now. But that's fine. Alrighty then, we got plenty of resources, so what should we focus on? Increasing alloys, definitely. but at the same time, we're going to want to get some
Anomaly
minerals
detected.
and some fusion reactors. Okay. We'll go ahead and research it. Mars, you guys.
Technology discovered.
I need you guys to get some mining going here. Mining network. There we go. Build one of those. Industrial. Energy credits. Research. Crew production. Let's get some research going. I'll check on the research in a minute. Crew population plus 5%. We'll do that for later. I'm sure that'll come in handy. Energy credits. Go ahead and do that. And we're out of minerals. Okay. Wasteland of Shanghai and Rio de Janeiro. What did we just research? Ah, protein fabricators. Alloy production. Yeah, we'll go for that one. And then afterwards, if the phaser's still there, we'll get some phasers. Cool. What did we say we were gonna go with? Federation, right? Because I wanted this? Yeah. Starfleet Medical. Arising from the need to understand different species' biological functions, Starfleet Medical has physicians and researchers from all over the Federation, each putting their own strengths towards improving medical health across the Federation. Nice. So, I mean, we don't really have a... Oh, no, they're still Starfleet, huh? United Earth still... Their space contingent is called Starfleet, but that just kind of expands in the Federation, doesn't it? 8 years ago, Chief Science Officer Guillermo Ruiz was stationed at this outpost, barely managed to beam off the station when the last of his personnel on the ground before the iconic disruption cut off the transporter connection. 8 years ago. Huh. Okay. This is kind of out of order, isn't it? The disruption field has finally adapted for a few days, allowing the crew of the USS Laptis NCC-11 to retrieve a wealth of scientific data left behind in the evacuation. As the away team searches the computer terminal, they notice signs of someone has been living there. Guillermo Ruiz, God, that's a name, detects life signs on his tricorder, which shouldn't exist yet, moves to investigate the signal. Suddenly a voice cries out and he dashes into the room. Phasers at the ready and comes upon a person that looks exactly like him. After a few moments of shock, the person explains that he was trapped in the research station after a failed transport attempt 8 years ago. This must be some sort of trick. Validate. Yep, definitely validating. Yeah, this is definitely an episode from The Next Generation with Riker. The duplicate Ruiz genes are confirmed to be an exact match. In addition, the brain patterns read as almost the same, suggesting they both have nearly identical memories. These facts rule out the possibility of him being a shapeshifter or a clone. The ship's engineer theorizes when the transporter was interrupted by the disruption field 8 years ago. The pattern beam must have reflected a perfect copy of Ruiz back to the research station. The transporter duplicate had to retrofit the research station survived for 8 years on his own. Due to this, the station databanks are not easily accessible and require extensive repairs. There we go. The away team were unable to gather data in time due to the changes made to the station by the duplicate. The crew had to beam out before the distortion field returned to avoid being stranded until the next transport window. Ruiz, apparent crone, later insisted his expertise could help repair the damage within the time provided. Oh well. I made a decision. I'm sticking with it. So, we're almost there. 50, there it is. Cool. Lacking 25. Oh, I need 75. Oh, boo. Let's buy some of those so that way we can reinforce our fleet again. Getting 2 light cruisers out there. Cool. We got all 5 of those. Good. Wait, who's NCC 11? NCC 11. Ah. Administrator Maxwell Forrest has demonstrated exceptional talent during their training and has been selected as potential candidate for sector government.
Anomaly detected.
Yeah, go ahead, search it. Admiral Forrest? Oh yeah, cool. Review the leader candidates list to recruit.
Technology discovered.
Long-range exploration vessel is ready for construction, utilizing experimental technology and enhanced engineering. Nice. Polarized hull plating, please. So now we have flagships, NX class flagships, and the NX class explorer. We don't have an NX class assault ship though, so that's kind of sucky. But we can only have 1 flagship, so we'll have to dismantle this one when we get the USS Enterprise instead of the NX-01 Enterprise. So, ship design name NX-01. Wait, I can put a fusion warhead in there? No, I can't. Armor plating. Tracking, science station. Additional multipurpose labs, because it's going to be primarily an exploration vessel, so. Mako, Diplomatic Corps, Astrometrics detachment forms a large part of the crew, improving studies into physics-based anomalies. Xenobiologists and engineering. Yeah, we'll just go. We don't put them on until the Xindi incident, so I would say Xenobiologist detachment would be best. Science Bay, anomaly research speed, survey speed. Yes. Swivel mounted. That's awesome. Nice. Yeah, Science Bay. Gonna be the best option then. NX-01. And then basically we can replace all of our science ships with these two ships, so we're gonna do that. Ship warheads. Put some armor plating on. Crew bunks. Tracking, warp speed, just to evade, yep. So this is gonna be the better option. Human crew. And a grappler. Oh. So this one seems more like the NX-01 than the actual flagship, but I know the flagship is the NX-01. Very confusing. Very, very confusing. Save, yes. Does this one have a grappler option? No, it doesn't. Interesting, interesting. So let's go ahead and go to our starbase. Light cruiser, explorer. Oh, I need the San Francisco shipyards, right? Yeah, that's what I need right there. San Francisco shipyards. So I'm going to save up the alloys for that. And by save up the alloys, I mean I'm probably just going to buy them.
Initiating
Nothing that
communications.
is unimportant.
Migration treaty? Yeah, sure, go for it. Oh, for sector government. Where is Earth? Um, oh, where's Admiral Forrest? There you are, Admiral Forrest. Go for it. Oh.
Anomaly detected.
A distress call has been detected or originating from Bernard Star 1 in the Bernard Star system.
Log updated.
I need a science vessel in orbit. Cool. Jonathan, what are you doing right now? Investigating. Investigating. Okay, I'm gonna let him finish that investigation and then I'm gonna send him over there. We have discovered a thriving ecosystem in the upper atmosphere of the gas giant in Wolf 4242. Massive floating creatures having evolved bodies filled with lighter than air gases following the wind currents and feed off the energy released by the gas giant's frequent lightning storms. These beings in turn support colonists of smaller animals that prey on atmospheric plankton and each other. Cool. Cool. I need you to come over here. My friend wants to do it right now. Wants me to go and play that game right now because 6 p.m. is when we made our little clan thing that gives us the double XP. So they want me on there right now for the next hour. But 1 hour is going to turn into like 4 hours, so no. While conducting surface scans of Alpha Centauri, Alpha 2 Beta, science officer Isabel Solano and the crew of the USS Lapidus NCC-11 discovered what appears to be an artificially carved slab of rock covered in alien writing. They have not detected any other signs of alien activity on the moon, and exactly how this mural came to be here is a mystery. We have prepared a special project to translate the text.
Log updated.
Nice. Translate.
Technology discovered.
Do it. Ecological campaign. Supplies increased. Nice. Terraforming, huh? Yeah, let's go with that. Construction ship, still not enough, huh? Cool, there's a planet there we can have habitated. Bring on, yep. Archer. I'm sorry. Do we have a bunch of shit here that's not... Oh my god. That'll... Nope. Build a starbase. What else do we need?
Technology discovered.
228. Mass fabricators, alloy production increased. Nice. Migration pool. Let's get some hardening fields.
Special project complete.
Arriving at the source of the distress call near Bernard Star 1, the USS Franklin is able to determine that the ship in distress appears to be trapped near the event horizon in a Type 4 quantum singularity. Oh, that's nice. While contact can be established between the vessels due to the subspace interference, the chief engineer suggests using a subspace tractor beam to pull the vessel out of the grip of the singularity. The option is not without risk, however, and the tactical officer advises against them. We don't have tractor beams.
Special project
I guess we have
complete.
tractor beams. Science officer Isabel Solano has managed to partially translate the alien mural discovered on Alpha Centauri Alpha 2 Beta. It is a memorial for an extinct alien race that once maintained a small interstellar empire in this region of the galaxy. They were apparently exterminated by the creators of the mural, a fact that they seem to regret. Given that the mural has dated to be in excess of 300 million years old, it is likely that its creators are also extinct by now. Perhaps most interesting of all is the material that the mural was made of. Despite its age, is remarkably good condition. Cool. The subspace tractor has penetrated the singularity's event horizon, but not before the emitter power relays overloaded. With the strain of the operation, the USS Franklin is heavily damaged by the resultant explosion and began to fall towards the full singularity. Full reverse. Captain Jonathan Archer orders a full reverse before plotting a course to the nearest starbase to repair. Several hours pass before the USS Franklin detecting another Type 4 quantum singularity identical to the near around Bernard Star 1, the fast apparent that is the same anomaly. It's fast apparent that it is the same anomaly. The USS Franklin is trapped inside a subspace bubble formed by the singularity. This was on USS Voyager. The chief engineer suggests establishing a dampening field around the exterior sensors in order to help clear up the distress call from the other ship. The tactical officer encounters that a targeted Nadion pulse aimed at the Singularity's core might disrupt the subspace bubble enough to release both vessels into normal space. Give it a go. The Nadion pulse rebounds from the quantum singularity and appears to reflect from the boundaries of the subspace bubble, each time gaining in amplitude. Nearly 50 rebounds occur before USS Franklin is hit by the pulse, which blasts a hole through the unused cargo bay, killing several. I'm sorry, what? Through an unused cargo bay, so it's unused, but people die anyways? Okay. While repairs begin, the establishing of the dampening field around the exterior sensors to hail the other vessels appears to be the only option immediately available. Embassy bombing. So that's part of the show. I'm not going to go through it. Basically, there was a bombing that is basically going to be blamed on the Sierra-Knights, and they're asking us to come investigate. Or we could leave it up to the Ministry of the Vulcan Intelligence to basically take care of it themselves. But since we were requested, we're going to go and join them, and that's basically going to start the reform. The dampening field is established around the external sensors, and slowly the interface blocking the other vessel's transmission is compensated for. The crew are astonished to hear the voice of the Captain Jonathan Archer reciting his initial hail to the trapped ship, which imaging improves now show the exact duplicate of the USS Franklin. The science officer believes that the other ship is a temporally distorted mirror image. Yep, definitely Voyager. That the USS Franklin itself is trapped inside the subspace bubble. The crew theorizes that a stream of warp particles fired from the main deflector may be able to punch a hole through the subspace bubble. Alternatively, a Tetryon pulse might dissipate the bubble entirely. The warp particles have created a hole in the subspace bubble, but it measures in a few tens of meters across. Captain Jonathan Archer believes a Decyon beam fired from a shuttlecraft close to the breach may be able to widen the hole further. Approaching the breach, the shuttle fires a Decyon beam, and the gap widens to several hundred meters. Easily enough to fit the USS Franklin through. The shuttle sensors are disabled by the subspace distortion, however, and the captain is forced to determine which of the two USS Franklin images on the screen is real and which is the temporal reflection. The vessel to port, which faces the breach, or the vessel starboard, which faces away from it. Oh god, I don't remember the answer to this one. Oh no. I would say the one that's facing the breach. For the simple fact that, that's what we were looking at to begin with. Port.
Construction complete.
Captain chooses correctly, and the shuttle bay doors close fast before the USS Franklin races towards the breach in the subspace bubble. On the other side in real space, Captain Arthur orders the same approach used to pierce the surface area of the subspace bubble, eventually causing the entire region to evaporate in a burst of neutrons. Whew. Very lengthy text. Formally approved Earth's request to dispatch a team of experts to investigate the recent embassy bombing.
Log updated.
Perfect timing. Make your way downtown, boys. station and research stations. Once I can get the Enterprise up and running, I will send that out and they will meet up with the, or replace the people in charge with Archer.
Technology discovered.
What do we got? Polarized hull plating, nice. Shuttle pods, yes please. Okay. So if I go back to ship designer, I should be able to update all of these with polarized hull plating, right? There it is. Polarized hull plating. Okay. For that upgrade, it's gonna set us back a minute, but it'll be fine. Probably. How much more do we need? 180? Let's get that. That'll shorten the time at least a little bit.
Technology discovered.
43 is remaining. Cool.
Ships upgraded.
Martian terraforming. Cool. Cool. Bunker networks. Skill fleet command limit. Oh, yeah. Finish auto exploration, please. You know what would suck? Since all the events seem to be random, if Wolf 359 suddenly had a Borg attack, we would be destroyed instantly. I need to get Alpha Centauri up. I need to get the colony out. Cool, I think we might have enough now. Yep, San Francisco Shipyards. San Francisco Shipyards is Earth's finest construction site designed for creating experimental vessels which perform beyond the regular specifications of Starfleet. It's gonna be a few months, but don't worry about it. A few months, more like 2 or 3 years. Internet browser. Oh boy. Okay, so Tier 0, Tier 1 Enterprise, Tier 2 Early Federation, Axanar and Discovery,
Survey complete.
the original series, the motion picture, The Lost Era, the Next Generation, DS9 and Nemesis, Picard, Future Tech. The Lost Era. So where is DS9? Right here. So this is going to be where Voyager's going to be at too. And Future Tech. I'm guessing this is where we get time ships, if we get time ships. Cool. Soul monitoring station. Yep, here goes his
Log
Xindi.
updated. Construction complete.
as always, we'll see how this goes.
Technology discovered.
Hardened fields, nice. Let's get some tactical and command stations. I found my
Engaging
chemical
enemy
foes
fleet.
to destroying this. We'll see how it goes again. Oh, they're getting close. They might actually destroy it this time. No, there's no way in hell. That whole plating, god damn.
Technology discovered.
Shuttle pods. Nice. And engineering. Oh god, I hope it's Arthur. Ah, yep. The alien probe cuts through Earth's defenses with ease before taking up final position in geosynchronous orbit. After several minutes of apparent inactivity, the probe fired a condensed energy beam at the surface of the planet, burning a large swath of the east coast of North Africa to ashes before powering down. The North America. I said North Africa, didn't I? A few remaining ground batteries and a contingent from Mars' defense perimeter on the patrol near Jupiter at the time of the attack were able to take advantage of the pause and successfully destroy the vessel. It will take weeks to fully assess the extent of the casualties in North America, but preliminary analysis indicates the total could reach several hundred million. The people of Earth are shocked by the losses as they turn to Prime Minister Nathan Samuels to answer the question who sent the massive
Updated.
So, yeah, that's gonna take some recovery. It's the Braze. Franklin, what are you doing? Embassy bombing? Shit. Poor timing. Very poor timing. Oh, well, good thing we have some food saved up, so that way we have some breathing room here. Jupiter Station. Huh.
Special project complete.
After several days analyzing the rubble of the embassy building and questioning identified witnesses, Jonathan Archer has concluded that the evidence does indeed point to the Sierranites as the perpetrators of the bombing. The evidence seems almost too strong, however, several chemical traces which link the materials found in the Vulcan's Forge region of the planet where the Sierranites are known to keep a hidden commune should have decayed within minutes of the blast and be barely detectable now. Continue the investigation. and the USS Franklin is currently locked. Regardless of what happens to Archer here, because last time I did this, he ended up in prison. Regardless of what happens to him here, we will continue on, and someone else may take up the mantle of flagship captain. So, Jonathan Archer's investigation has led to the Vulcan Forge region, where the Sierranites are known to keep at least one hidden commune. A vast desert, the Forge is subject to electrical sandstorms and geomagnetic anomalies that interfere with scanning technologies. Progress through the Forge is slow, made more dangerous by the constant threat of Zealot's attack. I'll keep going. Just give it a minute. After taking shelter from an electrical sandstorm with a passing Vulcan pilgrim, Jonathan Archer has made a remarkable discovery. While referring to himself initially as a Rev, the pilgrim is in fact Sieran, the leader of the Sierranite movement. Professing ignorance of the embassy bombing, he promises to lead Jonathan Archer back to the Sierranite compound and the Takareth sanctuary in order to prove the matter. Yep. You need to go over here and start doing some shit. Thank you. Shortly after arriving at the Takara sanctuary, Jonathan Archer meets with a number of Sierranites who, together with the Sierran, attempt to explain the nature of their movement and how it rejects violence. A young woman named T'Pau is particularly vocal on her defense of the movement. The debate is interrupted by alarms and the sound of explosions. Looking to the sky, several Vulcan fighters can be seen laying waste to the ground beneath them. The geomagnetic anomalies of the forts have reduced their accuracy, but not enough to prevent the death of several Sierranites as they attempt to escape. Sieran himself is fatally injured, dying shortly after placing his hands on Jonathan Archer's face and might remember Jonathan Archer and T'Pau escaped together into the Cape Network. Outrageous. I'm just waiting for this to play out. Jonathan Archer had experienced a number of visions following the attack of the Sierranite base. Learning that Sieran carried the Katara, or soul of Surak, now transferred to himself, the mental toll is heavy. T'Pau reveals the underpinning of the Sierranite faith is the Kishara, an ancient artifact said to contain the complete writings of Surak, thought lost to time. With the Kishara, T'Pau argues that they can prove the Sierranites' people ways to the Vulcan High Command. Jonathan Archer offers to help. Yep. With the Katara of Surak in his mind, Jonathan Archer is able to locate the underground monastery where the Kishara has been kept safe for centuries. A small, elongated pyramid with Vulcan writings alongside the face of the Kishara shows evidence of containing advanced storage and display technology. T'Pau argues that the only logical course of action now is to present the Kishara to the Council of Ministers and argue their innocence. Jonathan Archer instead suggests that perhaps the Kishara would be safer off-world, arguing that they should locate a shuttle and return his ship to orbit. So, last time I did this, and I'm going to perform the same action because this is what's done in the show and this is how it should play out, and I'm kind of trying to follow that course, is taking the Kishara to the capital. Now, last time I did that, we were arrested. I mean, we got the reform off, but we were arrested anyway, so hopefully we don't get arrested this time. Take it to the capital. How's the shipyards coming? They're coming. Where's our silent ship? Yeah, it's on his way. Okay. Here we are, Kishara. The journey from the Vulcan Forge to the capital is long and arduous. But Jonathan Archer and T'Pau eventually arrive at the city outskirts, find shelter with the Serenite sympathizer. The pair carefully plan their next move to confront the council with the Kishara and demonstrate their innocence. There it is. There goes that. Their plan was to success. T'Pau and Archer have infiltrated the council chambers of the Vulcan High Command and forced those present to bear witness to the Kishara and the Serenite claims of innocence. While many were awed by the presence of the Kishara, Administrator Declas reacted with uncharacteristic anger and attempted to destroy the artifact and kill T'Pau and Jonathan Archer in the process. Interesting. United Earth investigator Jonathan Archer, tasked with uncovering the truth of the embassy bombing on Vulcan, has been instrumental in revealing the innocence of the Serenite movement to Vulcan authorities and reclaiming the Kishara artifact containing the complete writings of Sirach. How the Vulcan people absorb and deal with the information now is hard to gauge, but Jonathan Archer's completed his task and will return to service. Cool. Let's get him the hell out of there. Just go anywhere but there, please. With the revelation to the Vulcan public of the Kishara and the collected teachings of Sirach, the minority Serenite movement is shown to be an accurate representation of Sirach's belief. As this new reality absorbed the Serenites' old and new sweep into power, reflecting the border changes in Vulcan culture that are about to take place, the Vulcan High Command will be reformed into the Confederacy of Sirach. Confederacy of Sirach.
Special project complete.
Okay, engineering teams have successfully analyzed the wreckage of the alien probe containing quantum markers of the whole material indicated exposure to the class of subspace anomalies frequent in the Delphic Expanse and turbulent region coreward. The vessel's damaged computer core reveals almost nothing short of the alien race Xindi, determined to prevent further incursion into the United Earth space. The Admiralty have proposed a mission into the Delphic Expanse to gain additional intelligence.
Log updated.
Select expedition leader. Nice. I'm gonna have the USS Franklin take on this task. Research projects and system. I'm trying to force Archer to be the one that takes up leadership role, but Gunther Maya. I know, we want Admiral Forrest, so put Admiral Forrest up. That's coming back. That's nice. I'm glad we got the San Francisco shipyards off before the Xindi attack. I'll get that as soon as we take Alpha Centauri, though. Next class Explorer.
Construction complete.
You know, in hindsight, there probably is another way to go about doing this. Instead of buffing up our ships, we should downgrade our ships, so that way if we do have the Mars Rebellion again, which we will, then their ships will be weak as fuck. And our ships will be overpowered as hell. They're all options. What time is it? 6:30? Yeah.
Technology discovered.
What do we got? Sweet, shipyard is done, by the way. Command station, tactical stations. That's awesome. Phase cannons. Oh my god. That's expensive. Wait a minute. Is this a combat vessel? It is. I think it is a combat vessel. We're gonna save up. Yeah. No,
Technology discovered.
we're just gonna get this one because the flagship is gonna come with the Xindi incident, so. We're gonna get a free one out of that. What's this? This is our naval capacity, huh? Oh, so this shows us everything, doesn't it? A new prime minister, huh? Oh, why'd I do that? Oh well. What was I looking at? This. So we have the NX class flagship, Juggernaut, whatever the fuck the Juggernaut is. Constitution class, which is the 1701 Enterprise, Excelsior class, Ambassador class, Galaxy class. So BC, or no, ABC. Yeah, so. Oopsie, so Constitution is A, Excelsior B, C is Ambassador, D is Galaxy class, E is Sovereign class, Mothership, Flagship, Scimitar, I don't know what those are, Omega Cube, not sure what that is, Dreadnought and Man of War, not sure about those either, or the Juggernaut, so.
Technology discovered.
I have all our flagships. An engineering console, thank you. Chemosite torpedoes, huh? Here he comes.
Log updated.
After a long time in the depths of space, Jonathan Archer has begun to find it hard to recall his original purpose. The lives and crews of the USS Franklin have become rote and routine. Others might aim for his model efficiency, but for Starfleet, the moral and well-being of the crew are paramount. Jonathan Archer has started to consider organizing crew activities.
Log updated.
Yeah, sure, go for it. Wait, so he is the... Okay, interesting. Research the project. Go for it. This will be done shortly. And then when you're done with that, you'll do that one.
Special project complete.
Yeah, it's not taking long to organize. Sorry if that's loud, I'm just gonna ignore that one. Crime and stability. What's this one? Proper menu usage by our pilots reduced by 5%, reduce building cost by 5%, allow special member world research programs to be undertaken at the Federal Council meetings. Member world research programs. Not sure what that means, but okay. Let's go with this. I want to get the embassy protocols. Interestingly enough, we haven't come across the Andorians. So let's go and talk to these guys. Are you guys still... Yeah, no, definitely pacifists now.
A logical request.
Alrighty then. We should have encountered the Andorians at this point, but yeah, fuck it.
We will stand as one in the face of our enemies.
Starfleet has deemed this important of utmost importance and recommend you send your most experienced shipping crew. Are you sure you want to proceed? I guess so. Andorian Empire. The Expanse.
Logic dictates that combat is sometimes necessary.
Special project complete.
Captain Jonathan Archer has been selected to lead the mission into the Delta Expanse to gather intelligence on the Xindi. Perfect. Starfleet has gone to great lengths to accelerate the construction of the most advanced ship, the Enterprise, for Jonathan Archer to command for the duration of the expedition, where contact with Earth is expected to be limited. With a new Warp 5 engine, advanced defense systems, and contingent of soldiers from the Makos, the Enterprise is the United Earth's best hope for survival. Acknowledged. Cool. That should be going up, actually.
Technology
Impact,
discovered.
Yep. Okay.
Construction complete.
Oh, can't move for another day. That's fine. Orbital Museum. Nice. This gives us what? Advanced water purifiers, imported water ice. Yeah, sure, why not? More amenities. Losing Federation XP. We'll be fine. Cohesion. Members, do we have any conflicting things? No. All our ethics do not conflict. That's good. Another thing that's only available if you make your own empire, or if you go with the other side of the galaxy, like the Klingons, is the succession type, either rotation, which is democratic, or strongest, which is definitely the Klingons or the mirror universe Earth. So. After weeks of fruitless research in the expanse, Captain Jonathan Archer found his first clue. The owner of the Trillium mining station claims to employ a Xindi laborer and would be willing to arrange a meeting for a prize. One of the Xindi workers' fingers is provided as evidence, an unfortunate mining accident apparently, which provokes more questions. The organic residue from the probe that attacked Earth shares a number of genetic markers in common with those on the finger, however they appear to be separate. Xindi may not be a single species, confuses the investigation. Captain Jonathan Archer convenes with Enterprise's senior staff to decide on how to proceed. It was a Xindi worker. Captain Jonathan Archer leads a team into the mining facility to question the Xindi worker, a male named Keswick. After having transferred a small sum of the mining facility's administrator, Keswick knows nothing of the probe that attacked Earth, however, is willing to offer the location of the Xindi homeworld on the condition that Captain helps freedom from his contract, which comes close to slavery. He warns that the facility administrators will likely attempt to enslave Jonathan Archer and the Enterprise crew to the facility too. Agreeing to help, Keswick join Jonathan Archer's team, follows through the bowels of the facility until at last they reach the section where the Enterprise transporters are able to penetrate. However, the facility security team ambushes them, mortally wounding Keswick before the transporters complete their cycle. Back on the ship, the dying Xindi reveals the location of the Xindi homeworld, and that separate species of Xindi evolved, including the primates like himself. Nice. Although the Makos were supposed to come in,
complete.
but they didn't. Repair, upgrade. We're gonna just disband you. We have arrived at the coordinates of the Xindi home system. However, no habitable planets can be detected. Instead of an enormous asteroid field fills the star inhabited zone. Using predictive modeling, the science officer is able to confirm that the asteroid field came from a single world between 150 to 200 years ago. Material and analysis of the field indicates the presence of advanced components that indicate the presence of a warp-faring culture. If this is the Xindi homeworld, it has been broken for a long time. Returns to original expanse search pattern. Yep. That's about as far as I am in the show. I've seen the show, but I'm just doing it again. For fun.
Initiating
Your ships are
communications.
small and unimpressive.
Tellarites. Ask for association status. Why not? A new faction has recently been gaining traction in the internal political landscape of the United Earth, led by scientist Camille Morin. They call themselves the Liberation Watch. Their members work for equality and justice for all denizens of our empire. The disgruntled faction will be the source of trouble, but one that approves of the government's actions could be useful. A new faction, led by scientist Isabel Solano. They call themselves Starfleet's Veteran Associations. Their members have been pushing hard for us to assert our military dominance over the rest of the galaxy. Anti-Federation League. Their members push hard for an extreme centralization of political and military power. Council of Exobiology members have been pushing for friendly relations with the alien species. Non-transcendentalists. Members support spiritualist and conservative values. United Federation voted to offer Tellarite Technocracy Association status at the coalition. Nice. Where is... Huh, you're not an explorer. You're a combat vessel. Interesting. last time we got to this point, I had the 3rd Fleet on patrol. So I'm just going to have them over here. And they're going to be sitting here with the station to help defend. There's our NX-02. NX class. The Expanse has detected a Vulcan distress signal being transmitted from nearby asteroid field. On inspection, the vessel, the Saleya, is heavily damaged and now responding to Hells. Boarding the vessel, Captain Jonathan Archer leads a team to make contact with the crew and attempt to effect repairs. Deep in the Vulcan ship, several Vulcan crew members in a frenzied state ambush Jonathan Archer's team, forcing them to take refuge in the Saleya's control room. Analyzing the bio readings from the Vulcan officer, Vulcan officer stunning unconscious reveals a psychotic effect has been caused by exposures to RLMD, which pervades the asteroid fields. Investigate. Captain Jonathan Archer orders the Enterprise medical staff to exhaust all options to provide a cure for these psychotic Vulcans on the Saleya. While the away team reinforces their position in the control room, nearly a day passes before a series of potential cures are provided. However, all require testing, selecting the most likely candidate or antidote. A medical team distributes the concoction of Tritium-D neutralizing agents through the life support umbilical section of the Saleya starboard docking port. Within minutes, the entire crew of the Saleya is unconscious, allowing the away team to exit the control room. Several hours pass, and the crew fails to awaken again, all showing signs of permanent brain damage. Jonathan Archer orders the crew to effect repairs on the Saleya before sending her back to Vulcan space on automatic control. Unfortunate indeed. Not how it goes in the show. Ooh, I'm pretty sure that explodes, but, you know, whatever. Better outcome. Where you at, construction ship? Alpha Centauri? Building outpost.
Technology discovered.
Sweet, what do we got? Advanced water purifiers. Educational reforms. Let's get some reduced leadership costs.
Technology discovered.
Ooh, what's this one? Phase cannons. Better phase cannons, let's do it. So yeah. We had our flagship. We don't get to build the flagship anymore. Cool. Months of investigation have led Jonathan Archer to a Xindi mining colony where chemosite, a key element used in the Xindi probe attack on Earth, is being produced in huge quantities. The mines appear to be surrounded by a number of small settlements with layouts suggesting civilization use. With enough time and materials, we could fashion a series of explosive charges that would destroy the chemosite mines while avoiding damage to civilian structures, but any delay could allow the Xindi to collect more chemosite for their next weapon. Yeah. Infiltrating the mining colony, Jonathan Archer's teams have identified the head of operations and captured him in his home. Questioning the Xindi Arboreal, a male named Graulik, reveals how he was assured the chemosite production at the colony was for research purposes solely. And oh my god, it's getting hot in here. 1 second. Alright. Turned off our heater. Opened up a window. Or cracked a window. Where are we? Horrified at the prospect of his work killing millions, Grelick agrees to help sabotage the next shipment of chemosite and provide a tracking device to enable Enterprise to follow the ship to wherever these weapons may be produced. Excellent. Let's do some upgrades. station. When do we get emergency force fields? Oh, whatever. Alrighty then, and at the same time, let's get ourselves a colony ship started. And we will get them over to Alpha Centauri. Having followed the chemosite shipments to a nearby system, the Enterprise had encountered an Andorian vessel, the Kamari, under Commander Shran of the Imperial Guard. Shran offers his commanding service to assist the Enterprise, insisting on sending an engineering team to upgrade and repair various systems. Deriding the Vulcan High Command for its lack of support for the United Earth efforts against the Xindi, Captain Jonathan Archer can't help but feel there's more to the Andorian presence in the expanse. While the two vessels sit at the edge of the systems, their sensors detect a massive energy discharge in the inner asteroid belt as the dwarf planet is vaporized. Accept assistance. Accepting the Andorians' help pleases Saran, whose crew spends the next few days upgrading various systems aboard the Enterprise. Jonathan Archer and Saran devise a plan to capture the prototype weapon by using the Enterprise as bait to lure those Xindi patrol vessels away before allowing the Kamari to beam the weapon on board and disarm it. The mission is successful and the two vessels rendezvous in the systems Ort Cloud to jointly investigate the works of the weapon. Several undetected safety protocols are tripped, however, and both vessels narrowly avoid destruction as the weapon triggers an overload of its chemosite-laced energy emitters. The Kamari is heavily damaged, and the Commander Sharon is forced to accept the assignment of the small contingent of Enterprise engineers to help the vessel limp back to Andorian space. Initial scans of the weapon reveal a number of potential weaknesses, however, no clues as to the location of any further prototypes. My god, this one has a lot of talking. Hello, Alpha Quadrant, Beta Quadrant, Delta Quadrant, Gamma Quadrant. Go for it, upgrade. Cool, construction ship is working.
Technology discovered.
100? Oh yeah, we got plenty. We'll get rid of those. Long weeks spending in the Expanse have paid off as the Enterprise has successfully captured a shuttle belonging to the Xindi Prime-based scientists leading their weapons projects on Earth, a male named Degra. Captain Jonathan Archer must now decide how to take advantage of his new captive. The tactical officer suggests an elaborate ruse, using memory-inhibiting drugs to Mock's shuttle pod to extract the location of the final Xindi weapon from Degra, but the resources required are substantial. An initial interrogation reveals little beyond the knowledge that the Xindi apparently believe that destroying Earth is their only hope of survival. Prepare the deception. Jonathan Archer orders the construction of the Mock shuttle interior as per the tactical officer's proposal using memory-inhibiting drugs. Jonathan Archer is able to persuade Degra. God, I can't talk anymore. Persuade Degra that the two of them have been prisoners in the Xindi reptilians for several years. Following the destruction of Earth and the reptilians' subsequent betrayal, and I got another text message, of the Xindi species, Degra reveals that the Xindi were convinced to attack Earth by transdimensional beings who presented themselves as Xindi saviors after a series of faked attacks on the shuttle. In a promise by Jonathan Archer to rescue Degra's family, the location of the Xindi weapon is revealed as Zadi Prime. The simulation is terminated and Degra's short-term memory wiped in an attempt to generate sympathy for their cause. Jonathan Archer then offers Degra and his crew their freedom, and suspecting that the weapon's location has been compromised. Is it not trust growth, huh? Okay, so a trust group. That definitely sounds like something that we'd be interested in. Did I get unemployment figured out? I'll have to respond back to him in a little bit. So we're gonna go until the end of the Xindi conflict, which should be hitting its climax soon. And then we'll get off and I need to go get some water for one. But yeah, we'll see. We'll probably do something else. Or I'll probably go and take a break and then do something else. While en route to the location of the Xindi weapon, the Enterprise has detected a wreckage of the Xindi vessels on the surface of Class K world. In the Irange system, the vessels appear to be of Xindi insectoid design. While there are no signs of active Xindi ships in the system, Captain Jonathan Archer debates with the crew for the best course of action. The first officer recommends continuing on to the weapon, as initial scans suggest nothing of value survived, while the tactical officer suggests destroying the remains of the vessel prior to departure in order to deny the Xindi of any potential salvage. In opposition to both, the ship's doctor urges investigation to confirm whether or not any insectoids survived the disaster. Investigating the ruins of the insectoid ship confirms that no technology of value survived whatever catastrophe occurred. As the away team prepares to return to Enterprise, Captain Archer, I'm just gonna go with Captain Archer, makes a startling discovery: chamber filled with Xindi insectoid species. The majority of these remain intact. After several hours, the captain begins to exhibit strange behavior, diverting resources from the Enterprise to efforts to restore the insectoid ship on the surface. The obsessing over protecting the eggs, the ship's doctor believes that the captain has been affected by the pheromone compound on the eggs. After several days, the medical team is able to create a synthetic compound which neutralizes the effect of the insectoid pheromones and restores the captain to his normal self. The insectoid is behind the hatch, and Captain Archer is forced to decide how to proceed, leaving the infants on the surface or adopting them aboard his ship. They can't really take along with them, so they put him there and put a buoy telling people, oh yeah, there's people here, there's eggs here, which is how it would have worked out anyway. So, or actually they would have died. The Enterprise arrives at a Rosati system, almost immediately being fired upon by many Xindi warships patrolling the area. The attack is soon halted though, as a squadron of Xindi Primate and Xindi Arboreal ships formed a protective escort around the Enterprise. Intense bursts of communication are detected between the various Xindi vessels until at last a shuttle docks with the Enterprise, and a Xindi Primate security detachment offers to escort Captain Archer to the Xindi Council to present his claims. God damn. Captain Archer presents his evidence to the Xindi Council, providing Earth's innocence. Xindi fears that Earth would seek to destroy their species are shown to be the fabrication of transdimensional beings who themselves have created a subspace instabilities in the Delphic expanse to allow the region to become inhabitable to their kind. The Primate and Arboreal representatives are convinced, with the aquatics demanding more time to consider the response. However, the reptilians and insectoids are enraged by this. Seizing control of the weapon, the reptilians and insectoids launch the device on a direct inquest to Earth, while the Enterprise races to catch up. Here it is. The Xindi weapon has entered the Sol system with an escort of several ships. The weapon reaches Earth. If the weapon reaches Earth, the loss of humanity will be catastrophic. We will not fail. Let's pause because we need to get in here. NX class flagship. Where are you at? It's down there. Give it a second. There we are. Convinced that the attack on Earth is unjust, a pair of Xindi Primate and Arboreal vessels enter the system, broadcasting their intent to help disable the weapon and prevent catastrophe on Earth. the IGS Kamari is going to be the Andorian vessel. Yep. Fully repaired, the Andorian Starship Kamari enters the Sol system with orders to assist the United Earth against the Xindi weapon threat. The Kamari's arrival may tip the balance in the coming battle.
Construction complete. The aliens have formed a federation.
Denobulans. Hello, Denobulans. I like how we're just now getting the Denobulans. And I like how the Enterprise is just sitting there. This is not even really helping, it's just kind of chilling there anyway. Cool, smash that onto this one. The Xindi weapon has been destroyed. The efforts of Starfleet cannot be overstated. Devastated by the loss of the weapon and their fleet, the Xindi reptilian and insectoids have accepted the ultimatum provided to them by remaining Xindi species, fortifying the will of the Council. Accepting their manipulation into targeting the Earth, the primates, arboreal and aquatics have promised to uphold peace between the two powers, though relations will not be easy. With tremendous gratitude, the United Earth thanks the IGS Kamari for its assistance. As they depart Sol for Andoria, the people of Earth reflect upon what has transpired. The IGS Kamari and its crew risked death to help defend Earth, not because there was something for them to gain in doing so, other than the expression of their friendship and mutual respect. In the aftermath of the attack, many are left wondering whether growing our alliances might be a key to securing our future. So with that, where is our Federation? How are we looking? We're getting there. Okay. That's going up, and that is without aid from a ambassador. I guess we'll assign our envoy here. 2. There we go. Andorians. Where are you, Andorians?
Always walk cautiously under the ice.
Ah, okay, so this is just steadily increasing, right? No, it's not. It's actually going down. Shit. Okay. Right. Let me go to Earth and see if we can't get an embassy. Mars? Well, shit. Replace. I could have sworn that we unlocked the embassy. Huh. Is the embassy something on here? I don't know. Uranus. Alrighty then. And there's our free flagship, so. Set him on automatic exploration. I guess Franklin will continue doing what it was doing. Alpha Centauri, do that. Are you building their colony ship right now? Yes, you are. Perfect fucking timing, too. Colonize, please. And that right there is going to be our first colony. Upgrade and heal.
Ships upgraded.
Home base. Solar system. What's home base? The Bacallies of Earth major city have been safe for many decades since the formation of the United Earth. Increasingly, however, the presence of alien migrants on Earth has drawn the ire of reactionary elements of the nation's human population. Recently, a corpse has been discovered mutilated in the European Alliance city of Manchester, following a wave of violence directed at the S. The authorities have expressed their alarm with personally contracting Prime Minister Nathan Simon has expressed the dismay of the people. The authorities will investigate. So this is still technically part of the Xindi. This is part of the aftermath of the Xindi. Basically with the attack on Earth, they have interstellar assembly. They have God, what's the word I'm looking for? Cause distrust and disarray. Chaos. There we go. Cool. Cool. How many ships is that going to give us? Just one more light cruiser. That's perfectly fine. We're going to have a high fleet size. And what is your... $494 alone? Jesus. Actually, you know what? I need to go back to Earth. The reason for this is because... What are these? Survey, research anomaly. Okay. We're gonna need them here. We're gonna need them here for, in case the rebellion happens. We're gonna need them here for research. I need to build, however, a army. There we go. Human army. And we'll assign a general once they get out of orbit. What's the cap on this? 10,000. Nice. Didn't we get embassies? I could have sworn we got embassies. Oh, I need to increase the speed again, don't I?
Establishing colony.
Alpha Centauri. Oops, it's not what I wanted. This is going up and up and up. So we have 2 ambassadors here, 2 envoys.
Construction complete.
Mining station, okay. We are here in smack dab in the middle, huh? Rank 7, rank 26. Shit. No anomalies. What's this? Prime Minister Nathan Simmons was elected on the platform expanding human urban centers and constructing at least 2 additional cities.
Technology discovered.
Increased pulse cannon, gravimetric manifold warp engine. Shields. Let's get us some shields, shall we?
Technology discovered.
Oh, cool. What else? Chemosite torpedoes. Spatial charges. Fusion torpedoes. We started a simple inquiry into the upsurge of violence against the aliens living and working on Earth has quickly grown beyond the confines of criminal investigation. Earth security has identified a number of commonalities linking the incidents. However, the breakthrough came from a brief final testimony provided by a human conspirator fatally shot. Forensic analysis points to the connection to the Orpheus mining colony.
Log updated.
And this is where we needed the transport vessel. Yep, general's present. Cool. And my army moral damage. Yep, that's what we want. Research. %.
Special project complete.
U.S. 1st Expeditionary Force security forces have swept through the Orpheus mining facility, hunting for evidence connecting the facility to anti-alien violence, sweeping USS First Expeditionary Force Space. The facility administrator, industrialist John Paxton, sought to assure the investigators of Orifice's uninvolvement in the recent troubles. This proved untrue, however, after a Mako team were attacked and killed shortly after unlocking access to a shielded area of the base, housing a substantial cache of Starship-grade weaponry. Alerted to the weapons discharge, firefights erupted across the base between the investigation forces and surprisingly well-trained facility security. The conflict persists, with USS First Expeditionary Force security forced to commit several waves of reinforcements. Eventually, Orifice security is secured at a great cost. However, in the chaos, the facility administrator Paxton eludes capture, where still evidence from the facility indicates that Orpheus was not the only weapon cached and used by the extremists. We must prepare. Which is why I brought Enterprise back. That gives us roughly 1,000. Go over here, please. Where is our transport fleet? I need you to get down to Earth, please. Land Army. God damn. I have something just like hanging out my nose. Actually, you two. Come over here. Declare war. I'm sorry, what Confederate surfyacht wishes to declare war against the Orion Trade Union?
Technology discovered.
No.
They dare attack us?
Ah, that dropped a little bit. But yeah, I don't care. We're not going to war right now. We just don't have the manpower for it. Not to mention this just happened, so John Paxton, a former administrator of Orifice Station, has emerged from hiding in a dramatic fashion on Mars. Having taken control of the planetary broadcast facility and government buildings, Paxton declares open revolt against the United Earth government, accusing Prime Minister Nathan Samuels of surrendering Earth's future to alien powers. The rebellion, calling themselves the Terra Prime Movement, has been backing the modest portion of the United Earth fleet and ground forces. However, it appears the distribution of Paxton operations on Orpheus have forced him to reveal the rebellion sooner than expected. So I say traitors, we go to war. Become Terra Prime, they become Terra Prime. I don't know what that does, but I'm sure as hell not going to let them just have it.
Spaceport under attack.
Technology research stress growth, how nice. Pharmaceutical factory, planetary college, research. Yeah. What are we set now? 900, huh? What do they have, by the way? Okay, they have Emmett and Esquire class. Cool. Which are Intrepid class, but, you know. This should go relatively smoothly. Imagine just being on a planet and just seeing a bunch of laser beams everywhere. Wait a minute, I can give the starbase a leader? No, I can't. Okay. classes. Or pull away from this. Energy classes are definitely going to be making the bigger difference here. Doesn't look like we've suffered any casualties yet. No, we have. We have. That should be 5. What was that missile? It just zigzagged like instantly, 90-degree angle. Yeah, we lost 2 ships. Repair, please. Where's our other science ship at? You're down there. Okay. I'm gonna have to tell you to come up here. Survey this system, please. Actually, no, you can survey this system. We can expand like that.
Technology discovered.
Fusion torpedoes. Nice. Let's go ahead and get this next. Any resources that we can exploit. No armies. Okay. Earth. Let's go see about that. Land armies.
Deploying liberation forces.
Land armies. Military summary. Yep, we've got to keep everything good. Energy credits. We're gonna do this. Those energy credits back. Cool.
Ships upgraded.
Cool, now with that taken care of, and the demons are over with, we can go ahead and, not technologies, upgrade our ships, because I've been avoiding doing it. So that way that would not be that difficult. Okay. Retrofit. We're not going to put any interspecies crews on these ones, only on the ones that have the Federation style design. So, any future NX classes, Esquire classes, Franklin classes, all these will be having mixed interspecies designs, if they can. Keep us height. I'm sorry, can I not? I can't put advanced phasers. Oh, pulse phaser cannons, that's what those are. I can't put those on there. Okay, that makes sense. Tactical station. Science station is still going to be the best one. Command station. Let's go ahead and put the command station on there. And we'll leave that on there. Grappler. Shit. Nuclear reactor. Fusion warheads. Oh, they can't get anything better than that? Hey, that's damn. Let's put slabs, we'll leave that on there. Yeah, we'll put a command station on there as well. So, cool. Everything gets to be upgraded now. Go get your upgrades. Cool. Yeah, that's nicely upgrading us. I didn't want these upgrades to be on the other ships, so I just left them. How's our Federation doing? We're in the positive now, that's good. The civilian construction ship, you are doing absolutely fuck all. You have absolutely fuck all to do. Can you make it down here? Yeah, sweet, straight jump. I love warp engines compared to the other engines in this game. And what is our fleet coming out to? 900? No. 857. Still, pretty good.
Ships upgraded.
Nice. Sorry. And I'm gonna have them start exploring in that direction. So, situational contacts. Didn't Nobula? I'm sorry. The fuck did you just say? A small crystal object with pronounced gaseous and particle. Oh, good omen. Nice. Okay. How's our Andorian friends doing?
What smells so badly? Is it you?
Yeah, probably. That's a fair assumption. Where's our Andorian friend? I'm gonna send
It is
an
an
envoy to
honor
them.
to meet you.
Oh, we're already increasing relations? My god, how do I get more of this? Civics, certain buildings, Federation perks, and build an interstellar assembly. I don't know where to make an interstellar assembly, unfortunately, so. We're still at 0.85, so we're still going positive. I just need to reassign them so that way we can get friendly with the Andorians and add them into our coalition.
Technology discovered.
Yo, what are you doing? Can you go through that system, please? Shield, nice. Oh, let's go ahead and get this. Embassy complex, that's what it was. That makes more sense now. I need power right now, so I can't spare any of that. Mining networks, this produces 18. Oh my god. Oh no. Yeah, no, jobs. Yo Mars, how's it going? Can I only put it on Earth or something? Absent currency. Do I have one of these in administrative center? No. Supplies and demand are met without. What's this? Starfleet headquarters. Amenities and happiness. Maintenance engineer. Oh my god, where do I freaking... Working at the embassy complex. Adopting the first stage of the Federation tradition tree allows for the construction of the embassy complex to house powerful ambassadors from member worlds if you are the United Federation of Planets. It also allows for the crewing of certain starships with interspecies crew. Okay. So I can already make it, the embassy complex. I've been able to make it, I just don't know where to make it. Well, research for another day, I suppose. And where is our flagship? Come on, I need you to make the jump. Come on. Okay. He's getting ready to... Yeah, there he goes. Okay. Once he gets there, I'll set him to automatic exploration. He should stay in that area.
Technology discovered.
Nice. Now automatic exploration. Go for it. Cool. Planetary College. For luxuries. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have you come up here. Because the Vulcans have made it very clear that they do not want me to fucking expand downwards. And the Andorians are being assholes right now and are constantly expanding. I just need another system. Get over there, explore that system. I don't care. I just need you.
Anomaly detected. Technology discovered.
I need to create a point for me to exit on this side. Pi aliens.
Our presence in the galaxy has not gone by unnoticed.
Get over there, so that way you can send this douchebag over there. The USS Enterprise sensors have locked onto a vessel. It is loaded to the capacity with minerals, and its engines appear dead. An automated distress signal loops every 78 seconds. Captain Archer orders a channel open and introduces himself. A short, rotund alien appears on the screen. Aha. You have broadcast a distress signal. Do you need assistance? Aha. What is the nature of the problem? Aha. We are Parkland. Our ship is the Mondor. Look for things that make our ship go again. Help repair. Send an away team. Over here. Aha. Cool, and we can increase this. Where's our manager? Captain Archer has joined the away team repairing the Packled vessel. While aboard, he discovers that the ship's databank contains extensive scientific data on this region of space, giving the varying encoding formats, including at least one classified United Earth protocol. The data is likely stolen from multiple species. The captain mulls whether to confront the Parkland about it. Captain Jonathan Archer accuses the Parkland captain of having stolen data from the United Earth. The alien laughs as he draws a disruptor pistol, vaporizing a member of the repair team. Captain Archer orders the USS Enterprise transport chief to beam the rest of the crew back aboard. As the team are successfully beamed back, a hastily configured dampening field set up in place by the Parkland prevents the return of the captain. The Parkland captain transmits a warning to the USS Enterprise. must complete the repairs to their vessel alone or be killed. Well, shit.
Initiating
It's an
communications.
honor to meet you.
Commercial? Yeah, sweet. The Andorians warming up to us. Captain Archer is forced to proceed alone with repairs to the parkled vessel. Given the precarious state of the ship's warp core, direct action could prove disastrous in the ship and destroy the ships along with the captain. Oh my god, I don't remember these. Intimidation I don't think works. I don't think they're smart enough for that. I think that they're just a bunch of idiots, so we're gonna go with the trick. You parkled are not stupid, says the first officer of the parkled captain on the UNSS. The parkled captain pauses for a minute. No, we are not stupid, he replies. You have outthought and defeated us. You have our captain. We respect your strength and cunning. We are strong and cunning. Well then, we give you our dilithium and contents of our databanks in exchange for our captain. Lower your shields and we will beam them over to you. The parkled vessel lowers its shields, eliminated their captain. Arthur is safely aboard the Enterprise with no intention of paying the ransom. Enterprise leaves the area. That could have gone better. It could have. Could have gone worse.
Initiating
It's an
communications.
honor to meet you.
Yes? Oh, yes. Sweet, we're gonna get the Andorians in on this shit. Andorian.
Always walk cautiously under the ice.
Form research agreement. Migration treaty. Sweet. How's our relationship with the Vulcans?
Logic dictates that combat is sometimes necessary.
Friendly. Excellent relations. Cool. Members. We'll offer membership was later. How are we doing? Level 1? Ooh. We need to max that out. And get ourselves up to level 2. Officer exchange, welcoming nature, and federal envoys.
Special project complete.
The vessels we have come across in certain systems are definitely capable of receiving and transmitting standard communication protocols. Visual indicators point to their culture being largely space biome, and some phenotypes observed among them match no known planet-dwelling civilizations. Unfortunately, their crews are completely uninterested in civil discourse, with little we have been able to glean from intercepting interfleet communications indicates that they primarily subsist on piracy. Deplorable. Where are these pirates at? Unknown. I don't see them. How's the Tellarites doing? Ooh.
We are not impressed.
I imagine you're not. Andorians.
It is always good to have allies. Or
Survey
enemies.
complete.
Once they hit friendly, they should be able to add them to the Federation.
Technology discovered. Survey complete.
Deuterium collector, nice. Okay.
Technology discovered.
Dedicated phaser 2, huh? Point defense. Sure, we'll go with it. What did we just finish? Import luxuries, okay. Let's get all the import shit out of the way. Where is... Wasn't there something here for, like, completely terraforming? Create new sector. Planets and sectors. Isn't Earth part of a sector, though? Earth. Actual forest. Part of the core sectors, cool. I could have sworn there was a way to, like, terraform this planet. Oh well.
Technology discovered.
Importing, nice. Uranium. I don't remember what we used uranium for, but we used uranium for something. For the research. This should give us a connection back here. So, yes. And when he's done with that, I'm gonna have him jump up here and grab this. Build an outpost over there. Gives us access up there. Where's... I am gonna freaking kill you. Fine, you don't get a choice in the matter. Survey this system. Survey this system. Survey. Survey. And survey. This is what you're doing from now on. Alrighty then, with that in mind, we're actually approaching 3 hours here. I think I'm gonna stop right here. We got through, let's just give it a pause. Yeah, screw it, I won't do that right now. Save game. UFP. Alrighty then. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that right there. Let's go ahead and pull back up this, turn that off, okay. So, I just know where that is. I'm gonna get rid of that, remove that. I don't know where that's at. Anyhow. So, that's our game for the time being. Saved 3 hours-ish. We got through the Xindi conflict. We got through some stuff that should not have happened, but random generation, so fuck us. Next time, hopefully we'll get into the original series era. If we can, great. We'll try and get through a whole era each episode. That should help us to determine how long it's going to be. And then once we get into the last eras, we'll if we're not already focusing on expansion or expanding the Federation and whatnot, we'll start doing that and try and conquer the whole galaxy. So I say conquer, but recruit, I guess. Anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Oh my god, you can actually see that on my forehead, can't you? Yeah, someone's been biting me. Wow, that's visible all the way down there too. Anyhow, I'm gonna go. I will go ahead and end the stream here. I will be back on probably to play something else. You're welcome to join me for that. Otherwise, I'll see you all later. Have a wonderful rest of your days and or nights. And thanks for joining me for the stream. See ya.